want to see something really cool? I've put cruise control on this car. Now I haven't gone with one of the little aftermarket kits that you can buy that sort of works. I've gone with a retrofit with a later model Holden Commodore system. Now these are designed to work with an electronic fuel injection engine. So we've got to trick it a little bit to make it fit into an older car and believe that it's still working in the car it was designed for. But being a bit of a collector car, I've also had to make the car look like it's had cruise control from factory. So this little box down here, this is the entire brain of the outfit. It does most of the work. It's got an electric motor in there that actually works the cable that works the throttle. So this cable wraps around the back of the engine and over to here, and it's connected onto the throttle lever. So it'll pull the throttle lever back to give the vehicle its speed. Another part of the system is the vehicle speed sensor. And what we've done here is we've split the original speedo cable and put a right angle drive in the middle of it, and it is driving the vehicle speed sensor out of the Holden Commodore. Now this speed sensor is connected via the wiring back to the control unit. Another piece we need is the speedo out of the Holden Commodore, believe it or not. Now originally, when the speedo's all put together, the signal from the vehicle speed sensor goes to the little electronic brain, which I've taken out of the speedo here, and it converts the signal. Now in the Commodore, the converted signal works the lock-up converter in the transmission, and it also works the trip computer, and it works the cruise control. So we need this part of the speedo. So what I do is you take the Commodore speedo, throw away the bits you don't need, like the face and the needle. Here's the little motor that drives the odometer. You cut that off the board, and there's the odometer and the drive for the needle. We don't need any of that. There's two little circuit boards in there. Pick up the wiring off there, and it's just earth, power in, signal out. So it's a very simple conversion to make up a little signal converter. And when you source a cruise control unit, you can just take the speedo out of the same car as well, and you've got all the parts. And the last thing we need is the switch. And on this car, I've done something rather special and pretty cool. Now we need a switch to work our cruise control, and I thought of a few things along the way, and the system's so simple that even like a power window switch or a power aerial switch would work. And I thought, well, we could put an extra power aerial switch on the dash, that would work. And then I came up with this idea. This car originally had the indicator stalk on this side, the high beam flash and the horn on the end, but on this side there was nothing. So I've got another indicator switch, and I've locked out some of its travel so that when it's in this position, it's the off position, which was the centered position from the other side. Lift it up, which was originally to turn right, it's now in the on position. This is my set for the cruise control and the decelerate button once it is set, and this is my resume function and the accelerate function. So when it's all put together, it looks factory. The model after this car came with a wiper switch in this position, so I've used the cowl off the steering column from that model, and it all goes together just like a factory installation. Now the beauty of a system like this over one of the cheaper kits is it's got a motor to work it rather than a vacuum pot. Now the vacuum pot system sort of works. Now when the car needs to accelerate, it's got low manifold vacuum, and it needs the vacuum to pull the actual little booster open. When you want to decelerate, you've got high manifold vacuum, and that's the time when it's dumping it out. So it's a little bit in reverse. The systems with a motor are just so superior to those. It's like black and white. It really is a quantum leap. Now these are original equipment, so these just work. Now I drove this car yesterday out through some hills, and it climbed the hills in top gear. It didn't kick down or anything like that, and it just rode over the hill at the set speed, and when it topped the hill and went down the other side, it stayed at the set speed as well. It is as good as you're going to get in any modern car today, and with the switch we've built, it looks like it's been in the car from factory. I think it's cool. I hope you do too. I'm Rob Teal. Thanks for watching.